Welcome. For today's practice, you will need two blocks, a bolster, and your favorite soothing music. A comfy, cozy blanket and a quiet space will suffice. Our first pose of the day will be a caterpillar pose. It's a basic seated forward fold. As you begin, start with a comfortable seat, lift the chest, and then slowly draw the chin to the chest and allow the spine to round forward. A slight bend to the knees will be helpful to ease the backside body chain. For those with tightness, stiffness in the lower back, here's where your blanket or your bolster could come in handy as a bit of a brace for the chest to support the lower spine. Also, for those of us with stickiness in the backside, hamstrings, and hips, adding the blanket or bolster beneath your knees with a ever more present bend may be of a bit more relief. Once you have chosen the shape of your pose, again, let the chin draw towards the chest. Allow the head to be heavy. Allow your hands to be heavy. Allow your heels to be heavy. As you let your arms relax, you let your legs relax. Use a deep belly breath in. Slow belly breath out. And allow the exhale through your belly to radiate softness to the backside body, hips, and spine. As you settle into your pose, allow your mind to shift into the weightedness of your bones. Heavy heels, heavy hips, heavy hands, heavy head. Inhale. Exhale. And surrender to the weightedness. yourself one more inhale, one more exhale. And on your next inhale, use your hand to gently guide your head back up over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips. Remove any block or prop or bolster. And slowly, gently make your way onto your back. Recommended knees bent, feet flat. Allow your spine to grow back to neutral. Give yourself a few breaths in this intermediary savasana. And allow the essence of the pose to radiate. Once you're ready, gently roll to your side and help yourself back up. Move onto your belly, or Sphinx pose. Take your elbows beneath your shoulders, your palms flat to the mat, your legs nice and long. And here we'll create a little mini back bend. For those of us that would like a little bit more, you can straighten your arms more into a seal expression. You can also play with the weightedness of your head, allowing your head to hang heavy. Or if you'd like a bit more of a back bend, chin away from the chest. Once again, as you come to settle into the pose, acknowledge the weightedness of your bones. Allow your elbows to be heavy into the mat. Let the front side of your hips, your pelvis, weight into the mat. Let the knees and the feet rest heavy into the floor. Use your abdominal breathing. A deep belly breath in. Slow belly breath out. And pause in between your breaths. Notice any radiance to your backside body. And for ever a moment, this back bend grows a bit too intense. Adjust your shape by adjusting the position of the elbows forward, back, the position of your head, chin to chest, chin away from the chest. And as always, see if you can give yourself one more inhale, one more exhale, than what your mind may ask. And as you pause on the exhale breath, notice what speaks to you in that space before the new inhale breath. you're ready, give yourself one other inhale, another exhale, and slowly lower your elbows to the floor and your head to the floor, resting the head onto the hands for a breath. Moving from that back bend state into the neutral spine expression. Notice your body in this state of neutrality. Any echo through the spine, the hips. And once you're ready, gently roll to your side. And keep moving until you're onto your backside body. And we'll move into an opener for the hips. This is called thread the needle. Bend both knees and bring your right heel to your left thigh. And as you place your right heel on your left thigh, you'll hold your right hand with your right foot with your left hand. And here, you should notice a stretch onto the outside of your right hip. For a bit deeper of a stretch, reach your right hand to the front of your left knee and gently draw your left knee toward your chest, intensifying the sensation to the outside of the hip. Keeping the right foot flexed. And here that hardy blanket or bolster may be helpful if you're unable to completely rest your head to the mat. You may notice the lower body engaged, some tension in through the belly, the front side hips or pelvis. Here as you move your belly breath in, you move your belly breath out, allow the weightedness of your pelvis, your tailbone, your hips to anchor. And as you breathe, feel the belly expand, and as you exhale, allow the belly to contract, and on the contraction, allow that softness to root down from any tension on the front side into that anchored weightedness of your backside hips, tailbone, pelvis. Stay fluid through your breath. And as long as you stay fluid, allow each exhale to soften. Just for a bit more. Give yourself one more inhale, one more exhale, and on your next inhale breath, gently release your right leg, release the grip from your knee, your foot, and as you bring both feet flat to the mat, keep the knees bent. A couple breaths. And when you're ready, left heel to right knee. And the same principle as the previous side, with your left heel to your right knee. You hold the left foot in place with the right hand. The left hand moves through to the right knee to draw the knee to the chest, and notice that sensation to the outside of your left hip. And as you did so well on that first side, use a belly breath in, a belly breath out. let each exhale breath drop you into the weightedness of your bones. Allow your hips to be heavy. Allow your head to be heavy. Let each exhale soften. And allow each out-breath to drop you deeper into that anchored, weighted state of being in your bones. Give yourself one more inhale, one more exhale, and as you're ready, gently release. The left leg down, left foot flat to the mat. Move any prop from your head and you relax with your knees bent, your feet flat. Allow the radiance to be recognized through the hips, the back, even your belly. And as you're ready, on your next inhale, we'll move into our twisted root pose. Ideally, the right leg simply moves over the left leg, the right foot behind the left calf, and the knees gently move over to the left side of the mat that's out of space. If you're physically unable, you can simply draw your knees together and roll your knees over to the left using a bolster or pillow beneath the left knee. You can also straighten the top right leg for a simple spine twist. The right arm out to the side, resting onto the floor or a bolster, a block. For those of you in the full expression with the right knee over the right foot over the left, right foot behind the left calf, the knees over to the left here. Notice any initial intensity into the right side body. Move your inhale, your exhale. Notice the belly expand, the belly contract, and pause before the new inhale. Notice what echoes in your body on the exhale. Any radiance to the right side, hip, right side body. Allow your right shoulder to be heavy. Let your left side hip be heavy. Move your inhale. Move your exhale. Allow each out-breath to draw your awareness deeper into your body. yourself one more inhale, one more exhale. And on your next inhale, gently draw your knees back up towards center. Rest the feet flat, the knees together, and allow the spine to grow back neutral. Allow the twist to untwist. Let your heels, your hips, your head be heavy. And notice what's alive in you. On your next inhale, draw your left leg over the right. Ideally, it's the same choice or shape as you took on that first side. With your knees to the right, here we'll work into the left side rinse of the tissue and the organs. Find that comfortable position for your left arm. And once you're settled, drop into the weight. On your inhale, feel your belly expand. And as you exhale, notice the left side body. Any radiance, sensation. On the exhale, maybe you notice more of the weightedness through your left shoulder towards the floor. As the intensity grows into the left side body through this twist, let your right hip be heavy. Let your right shoulder be heavy. Your inhale, your exhale. Let go. On your next inhale breath, slowly, gently, draw your knees back towards center. Untwist your left leg from your right side. And as you return with your back flat, your knees bent, your feet flat to the floor. Stay with your inhale, your exhale, and notice what echoes as a twist untwists. When you're ready, gently roll to your side, help yourself up, and we'll finish with our final posture, a supported reclined backward bend. Here your blocks will come in handy. For those of you without blocks, use your blanket to the best of your ability. Ideally, you'll take your 2 blocks and you'll position the initial block vertically up and down the spine. And you'll use your secondary block to prop the head. As you drape your spine over the block, find that comfortable position for the head. Some of you may choose not to use the block to support the head for a deeper expression to the cervical spine. Please be gentle with your neck. Those of you using a block, you may find that block hugs the scapula, the shoulder blades. A few movements to the arms may feel delicious to that tender, tense spot between the shoulder blades. Please be mindful that your hips are flat to the mat. And notice, if you are using blocks, you may feel a bit of tension, pressure in the connection between the edge of the block and your backside body tissue. See if you could soften around that tension, that abrasion. A bit of a swell through the chest, maybe a gentle compression to the lower spine. If that tension or abrasion persists, shift your focus. Let your heels be heavy. Let your hips be heavy. Allow your head to be heavy towards the mat. With your arms in that neutral shape, with that weightedness of the hands towards the floor. Melt the backside body. Inhale. Exhale. Let go. As you prepare your exit from this pose, give yourself one more deep inhale, one more slow exhale. And on your next inhale, use one hand to your head and gently draw your head up off the block from the back bend. And then gently roll to your side off that initial block or bolster, or remove that from your backside body space. For a moment, knees bent, feet flat, and notice. Notice the shift from what was to what is. And as you're ready, you can choose to move into a traditional Savasana here with the legs long and the hips flat. And once more, I invite you to surrender to that weightedness of your heels, your hips, your hands, your head. Let your exhale soften. Let your out-breath take you deeper in. Enjoy this connection, this rest. And may you carry this with you through all that you do.